to you about how to reduce your plastic waste. Now, there are a lot of things you guys may not know about plastic, such as the fact that plastic is not biodegradable. Now, within the past couple of years, about 4 million tons of trash is thrown away each year, and of that 4 million tons of trash, about 12.8% of it is plastic. And about 12.7 million tons of the waste that we throw away ends up going in the ocean. And whenever our waste is thrown into the ocean, it affects our marine life. For example, about 1 million seabirds and 100,000 mammals are affected due to ingestion of plastic that is thrown away into the ocean. Also, the United Nations Environmental Program stated that about 51 trillion microplastic particles were found in the ocean and can harm our sea life. Now, there are multiple harms of plastic that it has on our sea life. For example, it injures and kills fish, birds, and marine animals. And when it harms those animals, about 267 species are affected. And of that 267 species, about 86% of sea turtles are affected, 44% of seabirds are affected, and about 43 sea life mammals are affected due to plastic and are killed. And when I say that there are numerous fatalities and harms, there are a lot of different fatalities that these animals can have due to other reasons, but because of plastic, they suffer ingestion, starvation, suffocation, infections, entanglement, and even drowning. Now, here's a little breakdown of plastics in the ocean. So about 44% of the 120 species of marine life are affected by plastic due to entanglement and ingestion. And about 73.9 billion pounds of trash are thrown into the ocean, and it is plastic. And about 92.5 seabirds that die because they ingest 5% or more of their body weight. And it is also said that 1 billion trash bags, or just plastic bags in general, were thrown away and ended up in the ocean. And which means it takes a while for it to decompose. For a plastic bag to fully decompose, it takes anywhere between 400 and 1,000 years. And this rate has increased by 100 within the past 40 years. Now, plastics, you may not know, but they are made of deadly toxins. So when the animals ingest the toxins that are in the plastic and we eat the sea animals such as fish, squid, etc., we are ingesting toxins. So about 331 million barrels of petroleum and natural gas barrels go into the making and the process of plastic. About 40% of those have pesticides, about 50% of them have PCBs, and 80% of them have PAHs. And so those toxins are very deadly when it comes to our sea life. How to help reduce your plastic waste. Now, for me personally, I like to use my reusable Starbucks cup, no promotion intended, but also when you use your Starbucks cup, you do get 10 cents off of each purchase. And also along with the reusable Starbucks cup, you can also buy a metal or rubber straw. And so whenever you do go out and get a drink, you don't have to get a straw and you can just say, no thanks, I have my own. Also, when you're cooking, we know we all like to use cling wrap to put over our containers and just shove them in the fridge at the end of the day. But instead of using your cling wrap, try using aluminum foil and it'll help reduce your plastic waste. Also, whenever you're out and about, going through a drive-thru, getting a quick meal, and they have plastic utensils, don't use them, because that also helps reduce your plastic waste if you don't use them, because we all know that once you're in the drive-thru, you're gonna go home anyways, so you might as well just use the metal utensils that you paid for at the house and just wash and reuse them the next day. So in conclusion, you don't necessarily have to make the biggest impact, but the little things do help and can help increase the survival rate of our marine life.